The US has been hit by its worst heatwave in years.
And a dangerous heat wave is expanding to the western part of the country.
85 million people are under heat alerts.
Record level temperatures continue to bake the country.
Some authorities are warning that the temperatures could be deadly.
Tomorrow's going to be even hotter. It's going to be over 100.
This is our first time surviving in such extreme temperatures in our tiny US van with our 4-month-old son. We've decided to come to a state park that has a lake in order to keep cool, but it also seems that everyone else has had the same idea. Join us as we navigate staying safe in extreme heat whilst enjoying the beautiful state of Colorado.
We didn't learn from our last trip here that we needed to buy some levelers, so we've got to this spot and it is at a horrible angle.
We're just gonna have a wonky night's sleep. We are both very much looking forward to this evening. Well, all three of us are, for very different reasons. Noah and I are gonna stay and have a cuddly evening in, which I cannot think of anything better.
And I have a date with an old man.
Al is going to have a very romantic evening with himself, going to watch the one and only Al Green performing at a local amphitheatre.
So the amphitheatre here is one of the coolest music venues I've ever seen, and I am a huge Al Green fan, so big that I didn't even know he was still alive. Right, see you guys later.
See you later, have fun, Dad.
Bye. Something that people find very odd about me is I don't think I've ever been to a gig in my life. I think I've been to one festival, I guess that counts, but I'm not a person that goes to watch live music, so I don't really know what to expect from this.
I knew the venue was going to be special just from the views and the queue, and it didn't disappoint. Once I was in, I grabbed a beer and made my way to my seats, ready to bake in the intense sun.
Look guys, so Emma is somewhere over there.
Although it was nearing the end of the afternoon, the heat wave was still going strong. At this point it was still 95 degrees outside, so Noah and I had no choice but to stay inside the van relaxing in the AC.
So that was actually surprisingly bad, and he actually had to leave early. So my Uber has decided he's refusing to come. So he's 20 minutes away, and he hasn't moved for about 20 minutes. So I am walking. I've already been walking for about 10 minutes. I've got another hour. By our principle, I refuse to get another Uber.
We are of course taking care of our physical health by staying cool, but we are also continuing to prioritise our mental health too. After having Noah, I wanted to make sure to carve out a little time for myself each week to work on self-improvement, as well as be in the best position possible to catch anything early that may arise following this huge life shift. BetterHelp, the paid partner of today's video, has been incredibly useful to me as it's really easy to use whilst on the road travelling. BetterHelp's mission is to make therapy more accessible, which is a really important mission because finding a therapist is hard, especially when you're limited to just options in your area or if you're often on the road like we are. BetterHelp is a platform that makes finding a therapist easier because it's online, it's remote, and by filling out just a few questions, BetterHelp can help match you to a therapist in just a few days. Regardless of whether you have a clinical mental health issue like depression or anxiety, or if you're just a human that's going through a hard time in this world, therapy can help give you the tools that you need to approach your life in a very different way. So if you are struggling, please consider online therapy with BetterHelp. We've got a 10% discount for you if you head over to betterhelp.com/travelbeans, and I will of course leave that down in the description below.
Good morning, Bean Team.
Good morning.
How did you survive night one in hot temperatures?
Temperature-wise, I felt like it was okay. It was definitely warmer than the previous night. But we did manage to open the windows and turn off the aircon. at one point when the wind picked up, so that was nice. But actually this morning the heat woke me up pretty quickly. You know, like when you stay in a tent and it starts to get warm in the morning and it just starts to turn into a bit of an oven? It was like that this morning, so we did have to whack the aircon back on.
Oh, hey, nice
to meet you in person.
Want to be in a video?
I would love to be in your video. Are you kidding me?
This is Daniel, our camp host, and as it turned out, our subscriber. He was super friendly and explained to us exactly what it is a camp host does.
So as a camp host, it's kind of like when you're a host at your home, somebody comes to visit, a guest, right? They come by and you just kind of help them, make them feel at home. Maybe you give them a drink or something. And, you know, that sort of thing. Well, as a camp host, it's the same idea, but I'm helping out with making sure you have a pleasant stay, make sure your campsite's neat and clean, that everything's working the way it should, answer local questions. You know, I also sell firewood here.
Oh, nice.
So, and I'll cruise around in this with the little trailer behind it in the evenings.
Nice.
So,
how random.
I know. Such a nice guy. I'm really glad he came to say hi. So thank you, Daniel, for coming to say hi.
The reality of the heatwave was that it really limited what we could do, and keeping Noah cool was obviously our top priority. So as soon as the midday heat kicked in, we hid away until we were able to resurface again.
I am absolutely dripping. I am spending the afternoon window shopping just so I can keep going into air-conditioned buildings. I think we just found the best souvenir we could possibly find. We're going to have a little photo shoot. Oh my goodness. This is the best photo I've ever seen.
It's our first family photo. What a photo.
Noah looks so cute. That hat was so big for him. We had to like prop it up behind his head. It's such a cheeky photo.
See, there's fires in the distance.
Yeah, you can smell it actually. It's very like smoky all of a sudden. It's a little bit concerning, especially with this heat wave.
I have bought myself one of these very patriotic tubing rings, and a great way to stay cool would just be sitting on this, getting taken down the river. Kind of like Huckleberry Finn? Is that the guy that lazily goes down the Mississippi? That was my dream anyway. But now that I'm here, it's quite fast, and I can't tell, is this a genius idea or is this stupid? And now that I have a kid, I can't go down the stupid route as often as I used to. But at the same time, it would be really cool. I think I still want to do it.
You're absolutely not. I have no plans on becoming a single mother.
And happy wife, happy life, all that. In the end, I'm glad I didn't go down, because exactly around the corner is a pretty intense part of the rapids, and I would have absolutely shit myself as I came around that corner.
Good job you've got me to tell you not to do stupid things.
So fast.
The thing is, we think this is hot, but tomorrow's going to be even hotter. It's going to be over 100.
The thing is with American temperatures that they all sound really high.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it was only 67 today. They're like, that sounds very, very hot.
Yes.
But 100 is like 38 degrees.
My arms and legs, so it's done the trick. I'm nice and cool.
Once the peak heat of the day was over, we made our way to a nearby beer garden to see out the afternoon in the shade with new friends, before it was time to face our next challenge. We hadn't reserved a campsite for that night, and with it being peak season, everything was booked up. We had no choice but to go off grid for the night, and this meant seeing out the night with no AC.
We were definitely nervous last night if it was going to be possible, as it was our first night without having AC, and the night itself is actually really easy and it was pretty cool. It's just in the morning it heats up very quickly, so we have to get up very early, which isn't usually a problem, but when we have a night full of screaming it makes it a lot harder. And it's nice when you wake up in the morning there and you find out that you're parked next to a place with loads of cool hiking trails.
One benefit of being woken up super early is that we were able to enjoy some time outdoors earlier in the day before the temperature got too hot. Oh my goodness, look at this place. These rocks are absolutely absurd. They're like jutting out of the ground upwards.
Yeah.
Never seen anything quite like it. We've decided this morning to make our way to the Garden of the Gods while it's still cool. It's got a nice breeze, so this seems like the perfect time to come here. One interesting thing about this place is that it's completely free, thanks to Charles Perkins, who was the original owner of this land, and upon his death he requested that it be donated to the city of Colorado Springs with one stipulation, that it remain free for all visitors there on out. Although we arrived early, we were still feeling super warm, stopping under the shade of every tree and taking care that Noah was nice and cool. At this point, there was no way of telling that the weather would soon change drastically.
What's this all about?
Well, there's never a dull moment in the US. This is a country of extremes and the weather is no exception. It goes from blistering hot heat wave to whatever the hell this is.
So, okay, there's no more heat wave, but we figured out that we have a bit of a leaky van. Not ideal.
So it's leaking from up here.
Yeah, this
And
window
now.
as well. I reckon just the seal isn't completely tight because they've got a bit of moisture around the bottom here on both sides and a drip coming from the top. A little bit concerning. I am getting dripped on.
Oh no, it's through the
It's coming in
AC.
through the AC now. Oh no! Oh no, this is our bed area.
Whoa. The water has risen so much and the colour has changed, and I believe this is all sort of sediment coming down from the mountains, and I've heard that it can even affect the water supply in certain parts because it gets so clogged up. Whoa, seeing this firsthand is quite impressive.
I think we can say that we officially survived the heat wave. It is absolutely chucking it down out there.
The temperature has dropped a
Yeah,
lot.
it's feeling so much cooler. There's such a nice breeze coming in through the windows. And it's that lovely smell of sort of rain on wet pavement smell. There is a name for that, isn't there? It's lovely. So, it looks like we've survived.
For now.
Yes, I'm very optimistic.
But there is going to be a lot more hot weather on our trip.
True.
But at least we have the confidence to know that we can do this.
Yeah.
We can keep everyone alive.
Yep.
And we can still have fun.
Yeah, this has actually given me a lot of confidence when it comes to traveling with Noah, especially as I was apprehensive coming back to the van after some of the downfalls of our previous trip in it, but it has been fantastic so far and I'm really excited to make some memories in there with him.
Famous last words, but I do feel like this heat wave was the last hurdle for us to go off and enjoy ourselves around Colorado.
Yeah.
So make sure you hit subscribe to see the future content here in the US, and make sure you hit the big fat thumbs up.
And let us know down in the comments below for future reference, where's best to visit in the US in summertime? Because it seems like everywhere is boiling.
And let us know in the comments, what is the hottest temperature you have been? How did you survive? How did you stay cool?
Yeah, or how did you not survive and you failed miserably? Leave those in the comments too.
And nothing left to say, but thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time, and beans out.